So as we enter design day 3, I do want to remind you that you do need to have at least 3 different items that you are going to animate. So at this point, I think my eye is going to blink. I think these spike-like things are going to rotate. I may do something with the feet. Today I am going to add a tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to use my pen tool to make that tongue. I am going to go to a stroke, no fill, because that is the easiest when I'm designing. It's going to kind of have this like crazy tongue that turns up. I don't know why my pen tool just decided it would stop drawing. Oh, there we go. Now I definitely have a point that I need to edit. So remember, if we're editing points, I can use this direct selection tool to edit a point. So now I'm going to go back and give it fill. I think I wanted to actually have a yellow tongue. And I think I am going to leave the outline. Oh, and of course, doing that, I managed to change the spike back. I wanted this one to have red fill and no stroke. I would like his tongue to be a little smoother. Although with the way I'm going to animate, so I think when I animate, it'll kind of like unroll his tongue and then come back in. So to make things easy on myself, and I would recommend that you do the same, just like I did with the eye opening and closing. Even when we're designing, we still want to think about our animation and how it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this tongue layer. And on my bottom tongue, I am going to go ahead and use that direct selection tool. Whoa. Goodness gracious. Okay. That direct selection tool. Why did this just, oh, I somehow managed to add a new layer in here. And I am going to kind of change the location of these points because I want that tongue to look like it's coming out. I think I'll give it that like tail ending there. So essentially it'll flip between these two so it looks like the tongue is going up. I may even choose, and I think I will, to duplicate it yet one more time. And this top one, the tongue is going to curl up and in even more. And again, it's a monster, and that's why we pick monster design as the first one, because it's not always going to look perfect. I should say that we're not even really taking the time to try to make it look perfect. We are taking the time to learn the basics of what you would need to do. So I think he's going to have these 3 different tongue positions as part of the animation. So on day 3, I do want to think, is my monster complete? What else does my monster need? There, that shape disappeared again. Did I manage to delete it? I'm thinking these spikes like weren't meant to be. They're causing me problems. So I'll make a new one. Put my spike back there. So I think I would like to add something else in this yellow color to his face. Maybe he has some yellow hairs on his face. So I have all these folders with all these yellow hairs, or with all the blue hairs. Maybe I duplicate one of those and I move it, but then I can change the color of these shapes to yellow. So now he's going to have some yellow hairs in here, and I'm going to have to get busy duplicating these. I should probably like name this one yellow hair before I go on. And I'm going to duplicate that one a couple times, and then, no, I think he's going to have like 3 patches of hair over here. And I think I'm good with whatever kind of crazy monster I've developed. So this is Monster Design Day 3. It's really important that you have texture, you have a good many details. It's evident that you've used the pen tool. It's evident that you can change your fill and stroke colors, that you can duplicate some layers. And then when we come back together again, we are going to start to talk about preparing our monster for animation. Sound good? Alrighty, enjoy!